Hey guys, so final video, final teaching of the year for you guys. Scoot back a little bit so you can see me. So yeah, it was a weird, sad kind of ending to the year, and we'll see exactly how things all work in the fall. They're talking about all kinds of different options, possibly having you guys come every other day, like just all A-day students would come. So you're an A-day, B-day, and you would come to school for one day, and then you do work at home the next day, and we send work home for you. I don't know. It's all that thing where we can't have too many students in each room. We need to spread them out, that kind of thing. So we'll see what all happens. I'm sure they'll communicate it to you very well, but Lord willing, we can have, your senior year for all the seniors, next year's seniors, have prom, graduation, and not have to go through what we're doing right now. So we will see, but I'll have all you guys in class. That'll be fun. Okay, hey, I told you, so here's our final thing. We're going to do, again, the synthetic division. It's just this was the one where you can't do the two parentheses, so you had to do that quadratic formula. And I know everybody loved that. Okay, so we're just going to practice that. This will be our last lesson of the year. Okay, I'll go kind of quicker through this synthetic division because we just did it on the last video. So again, our first factor is x plus 2, but remember, the factor inside the box is the opposite, so minus 2. Okay, my coefficients is 8, negative 14, negative 71, negative 10, and 24. I'm starting to put the plus sign there. Don't need the plus sign. Okay, so we'll do synthetic division here. Okay, the 8 comes down. Negative 2, negative 8. Negative 2, positive 8. I'm sorry, negative 2, positive 8, negative 16. These are both negative, remember, so they're going to actually focus. Okay, going a little too fast. Negative 14, negative 16 is negative 30, right? Okay. Negative 2 and negative 30 is going to be a positive 60. Everybody see that? So negative 71 and a positive 60, negative 11. Okay. Negative 2 times negative 11, positive 22. Negative 10 and 22, 12. Negative 2 and 12, negative 24. Boom. There's our remainder 0. Okay? Now we're going to take our second factor, which is an x minus 4. But remember, inside the box, it'll be a positive 4. We'll do synthetic division here. Okay, so 8 comes down. 4 times 8, 32. Negative 30. Excuse me. Negative 30, positive 32. Positive 2. Okay, 4 times 2, 8. Negative 11, positive 8, negative 3. 4 times negative 3, boom. There is our remainder 0. Okay. Now, just like last time, okay, I've got it's a negative 3. I've got these 3 numbers. Remember, put them back into a polynomial. Okay, remember, this was the one. Remember, we only really learned how to do the two parentheses when the first coefficient was a 1, or you didn't see a coefficient there, but there was a 1 there. So whenever we had a number other than 1, the only way to solve this was using the quadratic formula, A, B, and C, right? Now I'm going to move over to the other side of the board here. Okay, and I want you to still be able to see that formula or that equation. So I've got the 8x squared plus 2x minus 3. Now remember, quadratic formula, negative b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. I'm sure you all had that memorized, right? Okay, so there's our formula. So remember, 8 is A, positive 2 is B, and negative 3 is C. Okay? So negative in front of B, so negative in front of 2, plus or minus. Okay, so again, 2 is B, 2 squared minus 4 times 8 times negative 3, all over 2 times 8. Everybody see that? So again, we're just plugging those numbers in. So negative in front of B, plus or minus B, which is, again, positive 2, B squared minus 4 times A times C, all over 2 times A. Okay, now if you remember, and I know, you guys don't have the yellow calculators, but, the best you can on your Google calculator, on your computer or whatever, remember we just type this in. So negative 4 times 8 times negative 3. Okay, I don't know if you can see that cursor. It was right on my nose. Okay, so negative 4 times 8 times negative 3. Okay, we want to type that in. So negative 4 times 8 times negative 3. Now again, you can put them in the parentheses. You'll get the same answer. Okay, 96. Okay, 96. Okay, all over 16. Oh, jeez. Just seeing if you're watching. Now, this is a good way to end the final video of the year. I'm making mistakes, but hey, maybe I'm just not very focused here. Okay. Yeah, you gotta type all this underneath part. Sorry about that. So we gotta type all this underneath part. So parenthesis 2 parenthesis squared minus 4 times 8 times negative 3. Okay, I was going to say, I was expecting a different answer than I got. Now I got the right answer. This is 100. I was going to say, I knew there should be a perfect square under here. And obviously 96 was not a perfect square. So, I did that on purpose to see if you're watching. Okay, so again, you type in the whole underneath part, not just the last part. Okay, it's been a while since I've done these two. Anyway, okay, now remember, because that 100 is a perfect square, so again, on the homework problem I give you, if you do it right, you should get a perfect square right here. So remember, so I have negative 2 plus or minus, okay, square root of 100 is 10, right? Everybody see that? So again, square root of 100 is a 10. Now guys, not a radical 10, a regular 10. So that, some people will square root 100 and leave that radical on the 10. Okay, now remember, and I know this has been a little while, when I have the square root go away, we separate. Remember, we separate the plus and we separate the minus. So I actually have two problems now. So I have negative 2 plus 10 over 16, and then we remember just put a little comma. Okay, and then negative 2 minus 10 over 16. So again, negative 2, the plus 10, negative 2 minus 10. So again, we separate it into 2. Now all I need to do is simplify each of these little fractions. So negative 2 and 10 makes 8 over 16. 8 over 16, divide them both by 8. Divide by 8, divide by 8. Okay, that's going to go to 1/2. Okay, so that first answer is 1/2. Okay, now negative 2 minus 10, because those are both negative, they're going to add negative 12 over 16. Now again, what's the biggest thing that divides into 12 and 16? Okay, divide by 4, right? Divide by 4. So negative 3/4, boom. So again, just back to here. So we divided by 8. That's how I could divide by 8, divide by 8. Remember, that's how we're reducing. This one, divide by 4, divide by 4. That's where 3/4 came in. So here's your last two answers. Positive 1/2 and negative 3/4. Okay, so these same steps you're going to have to do on the homework problem. Okay, do the synthetic division. Take your quadratic formula. plug things in. Again, if you don't get a perfect square here, you did something wrong. So go back and check your steps. Okay, and you should get a perfect square. Once you have the perfect square, you separate the perfect square with the plus and the minus and simplify, and then you should have your answers, okay? Okay, so let me show you the homework here. Okay, so go ahead and do those. Enter your answers in the journal. Do the best you can. And guys, just have a great summer. I know it's just a weird way to end the school year and not being there. I mean, I might run into some of you guys if you're coming up to clean out your lockers or something. I mean, I'll be up there for some of the senior class stuff, so I might run into you. But it was a fun school year. I enjoyed having you guys in class, and look forward to next year. I'll have all the seniors, so you guys will be with me next year, okay? Okay, God bless you. Take care. Bye, guys.